Well, hello, I'm Chris McAlpin with Sound Financial Strategies Group, and I hope that you are doing well today. I'm going to answer the question, what are financial assets? And this is often asked in comparison to what are financial assets as compared to what are real assets. But we're going to focus on what are financial assets. And if you're asking this question, you fall into a few different camps. First, you are serious about investing and you are trying to decide what asset classes fit you the best. Or second, you're serious about your financial plans and you're trying to decide or decipher what investment options fit into those financial plans the best. Or third, you just like geeking out on financial stuff, or quite frankly, you fall in the category of the fourth category that you just stumbled down a Google rabbit hole and wondered how you got here. Well, let me see if I can help you out in any of these. If you're in that last category and you just need to weigh out, press escape on your keyboard or click that X in the upper right hand corner. But I encourage you all to stick around. I think you might learn something. And so, what is a financial asset? Well, it is an ownership or a contractual right or a claim on a real asset. Well, duh, Chris, that really helps me out a lot. Yeah, so a financial asset is a paper asset. That's all it is. It is a paper asset that represents a real asset. It is a stock that represents a corporation. It's cash that represents a currency. It is a bond that represents a loan. It is an investment vehicle like a real estate unit investment trust that represents a hard asset that is property somewhere. But let me give you a couple of real examples and let's kind of break these down and see if these are helpful at all. Let's look at cash. The US dollar, a $1 bill, is a claim on the US government. It is a claim on the full faith and credit of the United States of America. And the holder of that dollar bill owns that paper asset. Notice that the real asset is the full faith and credit of the United States of America. And that dollar bill, literally is a paper claim on that. Or consider a stock. A stock is a claim of ownership for one unit in a corporation. When you see all those trading around on the market, that is what in essence is trading, are units of ownership of a public corporation. It is the paper representation of the profit, the value, the voting rights that come with that stock's class of ownership. All right, here's a third example. A bond. A bond is a loan. It's a loan to a government. It's a loan to a corporation. It is the paper representation of the interest rate, the maturity, the value of that loan. So if you went and got a 30-year US Treasury bond, you would see the interest rate, the maturity date, and you would know the value of that because of the price that you paid. Now, the value then trades all day on the markets, but you would own a paper representation of a loan to the United States government. Hence, a paper value, or that I've heard people just say, "Oh, that's just numbers on paper." No, it is a real value. It is just a certain type of asset that has certain characteristics and behaviors of a financial asset. And so, what are the advantages and disadvantages? Well, consider the advantages first. Financial assets are liquid, especially public ones. They're easy to go and buy and sell on the public markets. That creates a low barrier to entry. Any of us can go and build a diverse portfolio. Consider Tesla. You can go and buy and sell Tesla stock very easy. Yes, if you have an investment account, you can go trade it as soon as the market's open. As I'm recording this, it closed at $171 a share today. Pretty simple, really clear, plain price discovery. But try and buy all of Tesla. Go out and do that. See if you can even get in touch with Elon Musk and say, I'm going to buy Tesla. I'm going to buy the whole thing. Well, the entire company is the real asset. It's a very high barrier to entry. It's very difficult price discovery, and it is not readily available, which leads us to the disadvantages of financial assets. Financial assets have very volatile markets because it's liquid, because there's low barriers to entry, because there's very open price discovery. It's very fluid. That creates volatility. It lowers the intrinsic value versus the real asset itself. Again, Tesla, if you wanted to buy the entire company, it would cost you hundreds of billions of dollars, plus millions, tens of millions of dollars in fees, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. Actually, it'd be hundreds of millions of dollars in fees and countless hours of negotiation. And then you'd have to go run the company. Yes, the value of owning the top EV manufacturer in the world would be extraordinary, but the barrier to entry is extremely high. But the real asset's far more valuable than the financial asset. So as we're wrapping this up, I want you to think about one thing. The one thing I want you to remember, it's this. Financial assets should represent a real asset. By the way, if they don't, you got to question what you're buying there, because there's a lot of creative stuff out there that way deep down under the hood, there's not really a real asset. But a true financial asset represents a real asset. That financial asset is liquid. There's a low barrier to entry. It's easy to manage. So you can manage your risk. And the advantage to you is you can more easily build a broad and diverse portfolio with these. So take care. Good luck in investing. If we can help you, reach out to us, shoot us an email at cmcalpin@soundfsg.com or give us a call at 601-856-3825. Look forward to talking to you. Take care.